What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. This video is entitled Wanting God to Fix Your Hell. And, I'm going to get into the idea that, we make choices in life that are good, but we also make choices in life that are bad. And when we make choices in life that are bad and that are detrimental to us, some of us have a tendency to lean on God to fix the hell that we put ourselves in. Like, one movie that I like watching, I think it's Faster. It's either Faster or Driven. I forget the title right now. Is that the movie with The Rock, when he was playing the guy, the brother that got out of jail, the younger brother who got out of jail, and he started hunting down everybody who was into killing his brother. But there's a particular scene with Tommy Lee Jones and is that Tommy Lee Jones? No, it's not Tommy Lee Jones. I forget old boy's name right now. Bad Santa. But there's a scene with him and the ex-girlfriend and his ex-girlfriend when she was like, heaven and hell are here on earth, and it's what you created in your life. So, using that premise, some of us create our own hell by succumbing to and enjoying our own vices, or taking shortcuts, or being impulsive, or enjoying the insanity of doing dirt and hoping that this time is going to work out for the best, right? Here's the problem. That's not a miracle. That's not something you should ask God to fix. I give you life and death, you choose, right? And a lot of times we have people who are choosing things that lead into a path of death. And they happily skip down the path of death like it's the yellow brick road and the Wiz, and you off to see the wizard. But when it's time to pay the cost, you look to God as a get out of jail free card. That's not gonna work. And some of us create our own hell with our own decisions, and there's some of us who inherit hell from our families. That's what a generational curse may be considered in some ways. You're inheriting the hell that your family you're inheriting the hell that you were born into because your family never dealt with that issue. But for right now, example, you have people who know that this month is gonna be tight, and if I'm out here doing things wrong, I might not make my rent, or I might not may not have enough money to pay the light bill, or I may not have enough money to sustain my my residence. But you go out and you become impulsive anyways. You do small things that you swear are not going to add up to you being short with your rent. But, on the first, the rent's due, right? And you don't have it. Because from whenever the last time you paid rent to now, you've been buying fast food when you got food in the house. You've been buying alcohol and cigarettes because you gotta, you just You gotta, I'm stressed. I just gotta set the mood to feel right. You know, you've been driving extra places and wasting gas, so you gotta buy more gas, right? You've been shopping to make you feel better. And now you want somebody, God, to send people to your life to help you pay your rent and bail you out of the hell that you put yourself into, you know. There are people who out here who are reckless sexually. You know, I'm gonna just go out here and raw dog it and just keep these fingers crossed. You know, ain't nothing gonna happen. And then, but they're living in the stress of they don't never want to go to the doctor because they don't want to find out the results. You know. And God, just look out for me. I've been gambling with my life through my sex, but I know you won't he do it? Like you did it, not him. Like you did that, right? You know, I don't know if I'm gonna wind up with KIDS or AIDS, but I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that nothing's gonna happen. But you keep engaging in the same act the same way that keeps having you walking around stressed, crossing your fingers. You're creating your own hell. And if you wind up with you know, kids or AIDS, it's just like, I need a miracle. Lord, Father, take me, help me. It's not cool. Like, God can't save you from the hell you created. Because he didn't bring that hell into your life. You brought that hell into your life. You know, obviously you went out seeking it for a reason, right? Like, oh man. You know, there are people who look for fights. They want confrontation with everybody. They just want confrontation. You know. And it's cool to bring confrontation to other people, right? It's cool to even online, if you're cool trolling people. You're cool backbiting. You're cool backstabbing. You're cool manipulating situations. You're cool being an opportunist. But when you went from being the hunter to being the hunted, now you want God to come save you. Well, you knew it was inevitable that, you know, if you out there doing dirt, somebody, you know, is going to come back on you. You will reap what you sow. So why so serious, you know? When that dirt, you know, you kept knocking on the devil's door and you got that answer. Now you want God to come save you from the situation you put yourself in. You put yourself in that hell. You know. Same thing I feel like, you know, alcoholism or drug addiction. You know, 9 times out of 10, nobody gave you those drugs. Or you chose to take them. 9 times out of 10, you could be groomed to be an alcoholic. I'll say that because there are a lot of drinking families that make drinking seem like it's normal, and then their kids grow up and they teach their kids how to drink early, and their kids wind up growing up to be adults and drinking, and it's become a natural thing that they feel like it's a habit. It's not really a problem, which it is, you know. But now you got people with these addictions, but the same way you got addicted is the same way you're going to have to kick the habit. And God is not going to intervene on that. You have to take control of your situation. You have to take, you know, the Republican personal responsibility thing. Because if you don't, you know, nothing's going to change because it's you. You got people who parent horribly. And they guide their kids in the wrong direction for whatever reason, whether it's insecurity, fear, hatred, whatever it is, right? And then the kid grows up to become an adult, and they become the very adult that you raised them to be, and then you feel guilty because you know you sent them down the wrong path. But you don't want to turn around and fix that and say, look, I done spent this many years pointing you in the wrong direction because of my own issues. Now you out here, now you're going to put yourself in a bad spot. I'm not going to turn this around as your parent because you grown now. We're going to let God handle it. Well, and that kid is going to really stick it to you because you wasn't talking all this God stuff when you was teaching them all the bad stuff and pointing them in the wrong direction. It was fun. It was cool. It was excusable, right? So now that they're putting you through hell and whatever that may be, whether you're worried, whether you're fearful, whether you're ashamed, whether you're guilty, God can't save you from that. Like, you want a miracle to happen and then erase all the things that you created. No. It's a problem. It's a problem, in my opinion, when it comes to this particular topic. So that's just my thing. Like, at the end of the day, God can't save you from your own hell that you created. So, yeah, peace.